Before I was a sweaty trophy hunter on PlayStation, I was in fact an Xbox gamer.
I don't believe it!
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now today I thought I would cast our minds back and I would tell you some stories and I would share some experiences with you. That's right, today I'm going to be talking about my gamer score. Back in the day, I played 3rd gen Xbox 360 was my console. I didn't play PlayStation 3 at all. I didn't play PlayStation 3 until the 4th gen. And then in the 4th gen, I transitioned from Xbox One to PlayStation 4 at around 2017. So I played half of my gen life cycle, the gen life cycle, on the Xbox One and then finally to PlayStation 4. So I've got quite the gamer score. And before I was a really sweaty completionist, I was just a normal gamer.
Mother of God.
And I have two gamer accounts. I have two Gamerscore accounts. And that's because my first one name was created by myself, and I own the rights to this, was Louis Kung Fui. That's right, what a name. I mean, I was like 9 when I made it, maybe 10, 12. I was 12 when I made it, so come on, cut me some slack. And I had about 25,000 gamer score on that. And then I had this friend, and this friend was like, yo dude, come over to mine, I've got loads of games to play. I was like, brilliant. I went over, he didn't tell me that his games were all chipped, and my account got banned and deleted.
Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Oh God. Oh man.
So, you know, as like a 14-year-old kid, I was a little upset. I lost my, 3 or 4 year long old account. I was pretty bummed about it. And then I decided to make a new account. And this is the account we're going to talk about today. So I was thinking about my name and I settled firmly on the Lewis Dude 123. I know, mastermind in terms of creativity, mastermind in terms of name making, and I always criticise other people's PSN profile names, and mine are just disgraceful through and through. But nonetheless, I managed to accrue from 2010 to 2018 over 100,000 gamer score. That's right, so this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through that entire list, talk about the games I played, and just show you what I was like as a kid. 2010, I was about 15, 16, and then to 2018 was when I stopped playing on that account altogether. And let's just talk about it and reminisce over some great games and some games I didn't finish, more importantly. Okay guys, so here we have Lewis Dude 123, and there is my gamer score. I'm using TrueAchievement.com, the same company I believe that makes TrueTrophies.com. So my True Trophies is 157,728. Don't know what that means. And my gamer score is 101,877. The true gamer score is kind of like not just the gamer score, it's kind of like how it rates in terms of difficulty and all that good stuff. So as you can see, back in the day when I was like 15 through to 22 or 3, I had an average completion percentage of 53.9%. That's right guys, I wasn't always a massive completionist dweeb. There was a time when I just played games for fun.
You what?
So I believe these games are set in terms of when I last played them. Let's look at the very first game I ever played. What would it be? Let's have a look, see. And it is in fact Terminator Salvation, bro. What was the first game I wanted to play back in 2010? That was Terminator Salvation. I had my priorities right, that is for certain. Even then, I was always a little bit of a grub. I always loved to get an easy platinum when I could. Let's go straight back at the top and we'll go back through in anti-chronological order. So the last game I ever played was Kingdom Come Deliverance. Really great game. I really enjoyed it. It was, it's by Warhol Studios, and this was the point when I'd already transitioned over. So I remember this very clearly. There's a couple of games, and it basically was the last 3 or 4 games: Wildlands, Monster Hunter World, Gears 4, and Kingdom Come Deliverance. Those 3 games before Kingdom Come, I actually played in co-op, and I played with my brother, and he was still an Xbox gamer to this day. I know, right? And that was basically why I lingered around. But by this point, I'd already transitioned over. Kingdom Come is a great game, and you can see that there's no completionists, there's no full completion games yet. Yes, there's a little cheeky one here for a few Telltales. Towards the end of the Xbox life cycle for me, I was getting a bit grubby. So you can see Tales of the Borderlands, Black Man Telltales, Michonne, The Turing Test, a few Walking Dead games scattered in and out, because I was getting to the point where I wanted to get those easy 100,000 gamer score. So anyway, you can see I haven't finished a lot of these games. I just want to say Gears of War 4, sound game, not as good as the original trilogy. And the original trilogy games, I don't think they're actually going to be on this account because I think I played them before I lost my account, which is a shame. But nonetheless, so as we can see, looking through all these, there's not any more games I finished. Shadow of War got really close to that one. Basically how I used to game was I would kind of finish the game, and then I'd probably spend another 10 hours getting as many achievements as I could, but I would never go the extra mile. I would never replay a game for like 1,000 Gamerscore or 100 Gamerscore. It was not my style. I could just never be bothered. So it took either a really easy game or a game that I loved to actually get the 100%. Mountain Blade Warband, GTA 5. You can see that I played FIFA 17 and FIFA 18 within 4 games of each other, which makes me think that might have been the year that I didn't do a lot of gaming. I think that was my I was about to do my masters, I think, where I just did not have time to play games at all. I literally just jump on and play a couple hours of FIFA a couple times a week, and that was kind of it. A lot of games I started with some friends and never ever finished. So definitely like Lego Star Wars Complete Saga, Marvel Heroes Omega. That was kind of cool. It was kind of like an over-the-top Marvel game, and it got canned, binned. And I think now that would have been with the resurgence of Avengers. I think I would have really lapped that up. I think a lot of people would have enjoyed it, but I think maybe copywriting was whatever reason it died. Then of course looking at some great games here. Halo Wars 2, brilliant. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. What a game, man. What a game. That's the remastered version. I remember playing that quite recently with some of my buddies. When did I play that? Let's have a look, see. So that was July 2017, and what didn't I get? Okay, so I just played through the game once, and that was enough. I just left it. So then we got Halo Wars 1. So I went through, like, I've always been a big RTS guy. I don't mention it too much, but I do love real-time strategy. And Halo Wars for me was just such a great game. And again, like Tropical 5, I know it's not an RTS, but it's a world builder, and I do enjoy those games. And look, XCOM 2, 680 Gamerscore. So I got quite close to the plat. I think I must have got quite close. We're going back now. We're talking about April 2017, guys, at this time. What didn't I get? I know which trophies I wouldn't have got. It would have been the ones for like doing the hardest difficulty, Commander, Legend. I found XCOM 2 quite a hard game. I think, obviously, 2017, I was only like 22. And I remember I played through all of it, and then I made a massive mistake and had to restart the whole game. I think I got about 10 hours in, which is a long time to have to restart a game. But then got Skyrim. I thought I finished that. What haven't I done for Skyrim? Well, this is a shock. I thought I'd finished it. What have I finished? Oh, it's the Dating Artifacts. Just to clarify, I may have it earlier on the PlayStation 3, on the Xbox 360 version. Maybe earlier on, because I definitely remember finishing it at least once. And you can see just a load of games that I've just played and enjoyed and maybe not committed too much to. So there, look, Fallout 4, I almost finished that one as well. Oh, I remember I couldn't get the happiness in the settlement. I remember that's one of the trophies I was really missing out on. I'm trying to see if I can see any games that I've actually finished. So we're going back quite some time. Gears of War Ultimate Edition, I really got stuck into that one with my brother. Great game. Really, the first ones were probably the best game. I enjoyed all 3, Gears 1, 2 and 3. I think Gears 1, I think Gears 3 is my favourite because the online was just top of its game, and I think that also the story, it brought such a good conclusion to the series. Gears of War 4 kind of undermines the entire original trilogy, just because you sacrifice so much and then they're just back again, and it's just like, oh, here we go again. So Mad Max, I remember Mad Max because it had all these random numbered achievements, like you get like 13 Gamerscore for doing an achievement. It was just so bizarre. So look, there's Witcher, there's The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Where did I get up to on this? I know this is what you want to know. You all want to know where Achievementbro7, how far I got into Witcher 3. I didn't do the DLC, but the DLC is not on here. Oh, there is. Look, all this DLC. Blood and Wine, not done, not done. I think it must have been the hardest difficulty. There we go, like Death March difficulty, Death March again, Witcher contracts. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I did do about 80% of the game, I would have said. Easily 100 hours, 150 hours in that game. Now we're going back some time. FIFA 15, Titanfall, Wolfenstein The New Order. I still have yet to see another 1,000 Gamerscore. Oh, there's The Walking Dead. 1,000 Gamerscore. How marvellous. I truly am a skilled gamer. Shadow of Mordor, I got over 1,000 Gamerscore. Very close to finishing it. I actually remember going back now, Shadow of War, which was the second one. I actually had good achievements. I remember you had to kill somebody and they come back and you have to kill them again. I just did it time and time again. It just wouldn't work for me. Dying Light, great co-op game. There's some great memories on this list. This is just like prime time, like when I was just before university, when I just had like loads of free time. I think I was only at college like 3 days a week, so it was like Tuesday and Thursday were like hardcore gaming time. I just game like four days a week. It was blissful. And we got through Assassin's Creed. I was a big Assassin's Creed fan back in the day. And then Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth 2, my favourite RTS game of all time. I absolutely love it. And as well, it's one of the only games that didn't have 1,000 Gamerscore, 705, and the online servers closed when I bought it. So, I never ever was going to be able to finish it. There's Skyrim again, look. Oh, I didn't finish it either. What didn't I do? Did I finish the base game on this one though? I must have. Oh, I did. So on this run, I finished the base game. What trophies don't I have? Ah, it was the Dawn Guard trophies I never finished, and some building ones. Okay. Well, there you go. There was me thinking, like, actually, there's me in past videos saying, everybody, I've finished Skyrim all the way through twice. When the reality is, I've actually only finished the base game all the way through once, apparently. I'm just a shambles. I'm just a liar. What can I say? I'm just an outright liar. Now we're going back some time. FIFA 13. Wow. FIFA 13, damn. Dragon Ball Z, Battle of Z, that was the first game where you could make your own Dragon Ball Z character. Enjoyed it a lot. Halo reached almost 1,000 Gamerscore. See, this is kind of how I gamed. I would play as much as I could until it just became unrealistic. If you played PlayStation 3 and you're watching this and you're probably like in your mid-20s, mid-30s, you know how hard trophy lists were in the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 generation. They were disgustingly hard. And what have we got here? So you finish the game with all the medals. Every level with all the medals and stuff. Difficulty-based stuff, multiplayer, like disgusting. Every game used to have multiplayer, remember guys, as well. Every game would have multiplayer tacked on and there'd be trophies and achievements tied to them. Just dirty times. Dirty, dirty times. I think, in general, the trophy lists and the achievement lists were better back in the day, back in 360 and PS3, but they also had really bad online trophies, which were just horrendous as well. Amazing Spider-Man 2 on the 360. That's a throwback, am I right? I've got it up there on the PS4. I rebought it because I wanted to play it again in 2021. If I will, I don't know if I will. It'd be interesting to see what the Platinum Trophy's like. I know you got to play the game on hardest difficulty, and it's just not a good game. I really didn't enjoy it. I know a few people got upset, and I said that on my review of all the Spider-Man games. But it is what it is. I just didn't think it was. I think it's one of the weakest Spider-Man games in my opinion. Stick of truth, I didn't play that. I think I started on a friend came up and started it. I think that's how it worked. I didn't finish it at all. Dishonored, not a game that I really fell in love with. The Cursed Crusade! My god, what a game! This game was so cringe. It was like a co-op hack and slash game, and there's one line where he's like, you can't do this is madness, and he just goes, this isn't madness, this is the curse! People just used to get away with so much more games developers back in the day. So there we have, the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail, Gears of War 3. I truly love this game, guys. I really, really love this game. One of my favourite games of all time. Reached level 50 online. That shows how sweaty I was with this game. It was so sweaty. I used to play it for so long. What trophies don't I have? That's what I want to know. Oh, earn all the Onyx support medals. So the Onyx medals were like, you have to do certain things to unlock the medals, like kind of like in game. And some of them were like kill 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 enemies in multiplayer. It was just absolutely disgusting. There's a lot of like extra trophy stuff I didn't do. But on a whole, what a game. I was back in the day where I didn't really buy DLC because I just couldn't afford it as a kid. You know, I think I must have been, 15 when that came out. Didn't have the money. Spec Ops: The Line, great game. GTA 4, I got pretty far on that as well. Fable 3, some classic games, yeah. If you're a PlayStation only gamer, you're going to see a lot of these games and just think, what on earth are all these games? And there were just a lot of Xbox exclusives, because Xbox 360 was the better console.
No, please don't say that.
Here we go, here's some big games. Dragon Age Origins, damn what a game. I finished that, I don't know how I've got so little Gamerscore. And then we've got Lord of the Rings War in the North, one of my favourite Lord of the Rings games. Such a good RPG. 3-player co-op, what more do you want? You and a few buddies, and then you just basically just fight the War in the North with a few new characters, and it's kind of like its own standalone story that happens alongside the actual Lord of the Rings books, films, whatever you want to call them. And I've said recently, I'm going to play this again on the PlayStation 3 for on my PlayStation account, my trophy list. And I'm always looking for people who want to play it with me, so let me know. We're making our way through this, we're about halfway through. We've got Witcher 2, so I played The Witcher 2. A lot of people didn't play Witcher 2. A lot of people played Witcher 3, thought it was amazing, which it was. Witcher 2 was a good game. I enjoyed it. It was a little bit more clunky. It was obviously made in a considerably smaller budget. But all in all, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it a lot. I would recommend it to those people who want to play a Witcher game. We then got some Marvel games. Come on, guys. You can't not be Marvel. I've got like a little Spider-Man attached to my Xbox lanyard. Okay. X-Men Destiny. Okay. Spider-Man Edge of Time, again, not a good Spider-Man game. And also just above Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man was okay, it wasn't great. There was a period where, I would say like 2011 to 2016, there was like 4 Spider-Man games came out and they were all absolutely garbage. I think it was Beanox Studios did Amazing Spider-Man 1, 2 and Edge of Time. And they made all 3 of those games and they were all rubbish. Shattered Dimensions was a great Spider-Man game and then it just went downhill massively from there. Guys, you can see I'm quite a varied gamer. I played so much different stuff, like Red Dead, Battlefield 3, DSX, Resident Evil 5, Fight Night, Crisis 2, which I really enjoyed, Crisis 2, Born Conspiracy, so many games. I loved Alpha Protocol, an old school, like spy espionage RPG game. It was really weird, it was so different for its time. There's so much variation going on through this list, like plenty of Call of Duty games, plenty of FIFA games. You know, I was a teenager, like that. If you're like a casual gamer in like the 2010s, you would play Call of Duty and FIFA exclusively, pretty much. That's kind of what I did. People used to literally say to me that I was kind of weird for playing different games. All my friends just played FIFA and just played Call of Duty, and I played a lot of other stuff. Oh, and then I can see it. Gears of War 1 and Gears of War 2, both on this list. Bravo, I didn't think they were going to be here. 2011, guys, 10 years ago. Young little PlatinumBro, 16 years old, was playing Gears of War 2 and having a great time doing it. And I played Gears of War 1 after, which is kind of weird. I must have went back to them. Because Gears of War came out in like 2007, didn't it? It came out in 2007 with the actual launch of the console. Okay, then we got Doritos Crash Course. Does anyone remember Doritos Crash Course? It was a free game, and you literally like a 2-day run where you made your own little avatar and just ran, and it was a month, like a 2 or 3 month period where everybody at school was playing it. Like everyone was trying to beat each other's scores. It was crazy. Back before memes and gaming sort of like things sort of blew up in popularity. Doritos Crash Course was the OG Fall Guys. We then got Stranglehold, which was a great like run and gun and shooter game, kind of like Max Payne 3, but not as good. There we go, look, there's the boy playing a lot of Assassin's Creed games, and look at that, almost 1,000 games got for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed 2, and then L.A. Noire. I really enjoyed L.A. Noire. I have mentioned it a few times. It was a really good game. Rockstar have never made a bad game. Ever since they've been around, they've never made a bad game. Dragon Age 2, I must have revisited Origin on this account because obviously it was already out for a long time. Dragon Age 2 was nowhere near as good, definitely the weakest of... Well, you know what, Dragon Age Origins was just so good. Dragon Age 2 was definitely a step back. We then got Enslaved, Rage and Blast 2, Just Cause 2, and Vanquish. I played a lot of Vanquish. Did I get any of the hard trophies? I very much doubt it. Because, guys, I mean, Vanquish is a really hard trophy list. And these aren't loading for some reason. On hard, no. So those people who may be thinking, oh, maybe 16-year-old, 15-year-old PlatinumBro was actually a hard, badass gamer. The answer is no. Back in April 2011, I was just as bad as I am now. Okay, then we got Splinter Cell Conviction. What a great game. There's loads of great games. I'm looking back at these just saying, like, masterpiece, masterpiece, masterpiece. Brink was such a bad game. I remember that being horrendous. I think it was made by Bethesda. Such a bad game. Most Wanted. There we go. Look, there's a 1,000 gamer score. To be fair, 1,000 gamer score for Mass Effect 2 as well. Did I get that? Did I do the whole base game? Oh, didn't do it on the hardest difficulty, but I got over 1,000 gamer score. I would have been happy with that as a kid, I can tell you. I love Mass Effect, guys. I really did love it loads. 1,000 gamer score for Need for Speed Most Wanted. Then look, guys, there's something I can be proud of. Every single trophy in Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
Great success.
Man, as you can tell, back in February 2011, 16-year-old Lewis fell in love with Oblivion. I really did. I loved it to the moon and back. Even though I say Skyrim is my favourite game, I played through Skyrim like 4 or 5 times. I played through Oblivion I think once or twice. But I have to say, I did love Oblivion. What a great game. And I'm proud of that. I'm actually proud looking at it now saying, you know what, I got all the game score in Oblivion. That's the first game I've really been proud of. Going a bit further down, what else we got? Spider-Man 3. Didn't get the platinum though. Platinum? There's no platinums. Lewis, come on, it's achievements. By the way, there may be spoilers in Spider-Man 3 in the actual film, in this trophy list, achievement list. So I didn't do all the side missions, didn't get all the collectibles, didn't do any enough random city encounters. It was collectibles and races. I just neglected as a kid. That's fair. I mean, I can see why. I've always hated collectibles. I just think they don't really deserve to be in a game. They're just time wasting garbage to waste people's time. Then we got Avatar, Halo Wars again. Alien vs Predator was quite an interesting premise. You know, you had the Marines, you had the aliens, and you had the Predators. It was like a 1v1v1 triple threat. I like that. Kung Fu Panda, 1,000 gamer score. Clearly very impressive. But Modern Warfare 2, 1,000 gamer score. Now that is quite impressive because you have to do all of the Spec Ops levels, and I'm pretty sure they're quite difficult. Earn 30 stars, kill Juggernaut and Spec Ops. I was quite proud of that one. I think the Spec Ops were quite challenging. So I'm quite proud of that as well. And there's a few little games here and there I was proud of, to be fair. And then we're finishing off with like Force Unleashed, Crackdown 2, Spider-Man Web of Shadows, almost 1,000 gamer score of that. Lord of the Rings Conquest, which was like Star Wars Battlefront but Lord of the Rings. Very, very weird premise. It was okay. Ninja Blade and Lips, a singing game. I don't know why I've got that on there. And finally, Terminator Salvation. So I have 101,877 Gamerscore out of 205,955. Average achievement score of 54%. And there you have it, guys. There was all of the games I played from 2010 to 2018 on the Xbox. Some really good memories there. It's hit me right in the feels. I'm getting all emotional. You know, I had a lot of fun gaming as a kid. I think the games have definitely changed as of late, and I think the achievement lists and the trophy lists have definitely changed. For the better, I'm not sure, and they've definitely changed. Clearly they were hard on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 generation, but what I didn't like was they just tacked on multiplayer on pretty much every big game I've released on AAA game, and it meant that there was a lot of online multiplayer achievements, which necessarily involved you playing bad online for a long period of time, but also there was a lot more skill based in it. Trophies and achievements were a lot more impressive 10 years ago, whereas now we have a lot of AAA games that come out and they're really easy trophies, really easy achievements, and then we also have loads and loads of dirty, grubby, easy plats, which obviously I'm not on board with. Things have changed, and you know, we've got to adapt and evolve with the change. But it was really great looking back and just seeing some amazing games that I played: Vanquish, Gears of War, Fable, Battle for Middle Earth, loads of Lord of the Rings games. There's loads of FIFA games in there. You know, I still love me some football. It's coming home. Probably not. This is going to age so poorly, this part of this video. It was good to look back, and I really enjoyed my time with it. And I just want to know that I don't play no Xbox no more. But in all seriousness, guys, I'm very open. I'm a gamer. I'm not a Sony pony. I'm not an Xbox Trox. I don't know what the Xbox fanboy is equivalent. But I just love games, and I hope you love games as well. And I hope that saying this hasn't put you in any sort of form of rage because I played an Xbox at one point in my life. I will always play the best games. I'm probably going to get an Xbox at some point again and have both consoles, but obviously I love trophies, I love completing things to the fullest, and I think my Xbox is always going to be my casual list. I'm happy to keep it 54% completion. You know, that's not so bad. You're probably thinking, how did I turn into a 99% completionist? I think it's because I always wanted to finish games, but I also never really had the mental determination to stick it out and to play for longer, especially when like games were so cheap back in the day. Like, they're still pretty cheap now, but I was buying like £20 would get you like 2 games a month, so I'd play a game for 30 hours, 40 hours, then just move on to the next project, and I was happy enough doing that. Simpler times. Okay guys, so on that, let me know what your gamer score is, or what it was. Are you a gamer right now on Xbox? Did you used to be a gamer on Xbox and transition to PlayStation? I know a lot of you guys have done that. A lot of you guys have left me comments on previous community posts saying that you were originally an Xbox, and then you moved over to PlayStation. I think it's quite a common theme. And I want to know what your gamer score was. Favourite games, favourite Xbox exclusive. Let's give the Xbox a little bit of love on this channel, because we all love gaming, right? We all love gaming. On that, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.